Namaskar. After reading Attitude is Everything by Jeff Keller and Life's Amazing Secrets by Gaur Gopal Prabhu, I started reading this book, that is Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty, and I'm very happy to go through this sequence. It was coincidentally, but it helped me a lot because Attitude is Everything is a pretty simple, easy book, and it can be finished within 2 days. Life's Amazing Secrets too took me 7 days to finish, but when I started reading this book, it took almost 20 to 30 days to finish, because the matter, you can see the content of this book, it's in one single page it contains 2 to 3 paragraphs. So, and also it's more like studying something. It's not like because Attitude is Everything was with full of quotes and all, and Life's Amazing Secret was a kind of a story, so you will finish it quickly because it will increase your interest, like what is going to happen next. But in this book, it's more like we are studying something. We are going through notes of somebody who has made himself for his study. So it's this kind of book, because Jay Shetty, he has read from Vedas to all the literature of current situation of self-help books or motivational speakers or motivational authors. He has read many books, and he describes in this book about his period when he was used to be a monk, and under various spiritual teachers like Gaur Gopal Prabhu, Radhanath Swami Maharaj. He has learned so many things. He describes it very well in this book. In the first 2 chapters, you may feel pretty hard to digest or like not understanding many things, but stay tuned, because in the next chapter, when you will slowly get used to the matter and study kind of thing, you will learn many things and you will feel very good after reading this book, because Jay Shetty very well leads us to end of the book, where he describes about highest purpose of life, that is service and attitude of gratitude. So just you may feel it hard first, but it ends sweet. So in the end, as my friend used to say, when we used to go darshan in Mathura or Vrindavan for darshan of Lord, sometimes we have to stay in line, stand in line for pretty long time. So she used to say me, it is austerity. It is austerity, so that you will get more eager to get darshan of Lord. So in the same way, this is the first 2-3 chapters are like austerity, when you will feel like it's very hard, but slowly you will come to know how the author Jay Shetty leads us to the end. So in the first chapter, in the Let Go, he describes about what you think is you, how you are you identify yourself by your thoughts, but you are not your thoughts, and how you should let go of your negativity, because negativity kills our positive attitude, and it leads us to downgrowth of ourselves. And in the 3rd chapter, he discusses about fear, and in the fear he quotes a very good quote, a very meaningful quote of Buddha, that is, fear does not prevent death, it prevents life. So I got very touched by this line, because in the current situation of COVID, everybody is fearful of his life, because as the lockdown and the fear of death, it was always there. Fear of death was always there, but now it is surrounded by it is affecting many people. Previously some people used to be fearful of death, but in the current situation, the before that there are what are the problems they have to face. That is the problem in COVID times. So how to get let go of your fear, and what is intention. And in this book he quotes a quote from Rigveda, where when there is harmony between mind, heart and resolution, then nothing is impossible. So I already said he has read all the Rigveda and the current books also. Then after let go of these things, he leads us to grow. Which part of you should be grow, which part of you should grow. So in that he discusses about the purpose of your life, routine which routine you should follow, the mind. And in that chapter he describes about the monkey mind, the monk mind, and ego. So he doesn't say that you should let go of your ego, because but he describes it in grow chapter of this book. So it should be read to understand why he describes it in grow part of the book. And in the end he discusses about the attitude of gratitude, relationships and service. So I personally liked the service part of chapter of this book a lot, where he describes about the things which he did during his monk period, how he got the attitude of service there. And in the end he also described about the meditation, visualization and various methods of meditation. So I already said he leads us there slowly. Be with him and he will lead you to or guide you to the sacred process of meditation, chanting or or various other ways of meditation like visualization. So you can see it's a pretty good book, and you must read this book. On the back cover he had explained, when you think like a monk you will understand how to find your purpose, how to overcome negativity, how to stop overthinking, why comparison kills love, how to use your fear, why you can't find happiness by looking for it, how to learn from everyone you meet, why you are not your thoughts, why kindness is crucial to success, and much more. And really this is the book you should read to get to know all these points, and feel at least you will get a direction that what should be done. Following those things is a different thing, but the start is to get to know what is to be done, and slowly you can lead you to that stage of life or that desired routine of yourself. But you should know what the ideal things which should be done, and slowly with association and with all of our with reminding each other, we can go there. We can slowly move to the desired routine of ours. So all the best and stay connected. We are going to explore many more books, and also tell me which also suggestions are welcome about the books. And thank you for watching.